Ivan Vasiliev, number 2 on his arm. Look for him to be a major factor in the water. Just under 20 Olympic men here in their final chance to race. 65 men in the race start. And it is a 2-lap swim, perfect conditions. You can see the clouds up much higher than they were for the women here in Kitzbühel. What a beautiful mountain town, and this small lake, they have to do 2 loops. It's 21-degree water temperature. You couldn't ask for better. There's Vasiliev, Petzold behind him, Gasol from Switzerland. There comes Vladimir Polikarpenko. He's been injured. You can see the knee there, a bit of surgery. Sear from Australia. Doherty with a great swim out of the water in the top 6 or 7. So the Kiwi silver medalist at the Athens Games showing that his swim fitness is back to where he needs it to be. A great aerial shot looking at the men coming down the ramp. And a group of 22 or 23 breaking here early on this 8-lap course. And it will be likely coming down to a fast run if we have anticipated how the women's race unfolded. And here you can see now a large group of men. There's Ivan Rana with a great swim here today. Chabot from the United States. Doherty sitting in to that group as well. Mark Freda just catching on to the backside. Could be the last race for the U.S. athlete. Sven Riederer, Ivan Rana, big names in this field, and they're looking to test themselves one last time. Petzold as well, as we're looking now at a group of almost 50 men will be coming off this bike to get ready for what will be a blisteringly fast 4-lap, 10-kilometer run. A bit of psychological warfare now, and as we're watching Janor from the Czech Republic and one of the Russian athletes breaking off with a lap to go here, and here comes that large chase group. They're only about 8 to 10 seconds back. Are they committed to going after the Russian and the Czech athlete? Philip Osply and Martin Karnovac in this large group of men as well. And huge crowds have made their way out here to Kitzbühel for just the 2nd time they have ever put on a World Cup race, and they have surpassed last year's amazing job. Great aerial shots looking down on the men here. The pavement dry. The 20-degree air temperature perfect, and it'll be an athlete from the Czech Republic just coming off Janor. One of the big men, not expected to be a factor when he gets out onto the run. And you'll see the chase group just there in the backdrop. So 50-plus men, it'll be havoc in the transition zone now as they all start to make their way onto the blue carpet and out onto the run. Chris Gimmel looking to prove his fitness after 11 weeks at altitude. Wilson after a couple of top 10s. There's Vasiliev, the man who's had a great middle part of the 2008 season. Petzold with the helmet off and going out. The Italians, D'Achino into there as well, and this is going to be a great battle. Bevan Doherty expected to try to push the pace, and look at Ivan Rana. He said he wanted to get on the podium going into the Olympics to prove his fitness. There's Rito Hugh, the man who got a medal at the World Championships, and Ivan Rana is absolutely running away from the best man in the world. Sven Riederer, the Olympic Games bronze medalist right now, trying to go after him. The white cap on, that is Gimmel. Mulai into that group as well. There is Vasiliev. Just towards the back is Bevan Doherty. Philip Osply sitting into that group of 8 or 9 as well. You can see Wilson towards the back. And Ivan Rana looks like the world champion of old. He is lapping men already. Rana, the quiet man who's been hiding behind the limelight of Javier Gomez, is starting to show that he may be a major factor. You can see he's got about a 20-second gap back to Sven Riederer, Vidal, Gimmel into that bunch, and they are struggling to go with the Spanish superstar. Gimmel, white cap on, just over to his shoulder is his teammate Bevan Doherty, and Ivan Rana showing the fatigue right now as he's keeping an absolutely torrid pace, just over 3-minute kilometers here, and you can see some of the best runners in the sport are starting to be stifled by the Spanish superstar. Sven Riederer trying to go. Doherty looking like he is in a bit of trouble. And look at the joy and elation, the 4th World Cup win. Ivan Rana tells the world there may be 2 Spanish athletes to look out for as they head to Beijing. His 4th World Cup win. Here comes a solid performance by Chris Gimmel from New Zealand. Just behind him, Sven Riederer. There's Bevan Doherty. What a great men's final.
I'm really happy for me today. Is one of the best days of my life because I had a lot of problems after Athens with my body. I had mononucleosis, I broke my nose, the ankles, and I couldn't train like I want these 4 years. So the comeback is really hard, and so I'm really happy. And
Ivan got away pretty early, so it was just you know, I had some clear objectives in the race, and it was all about running within myself, and I pretty much did that. I mean, I didn't push too hard in the 10K. The hardest part was the last 200 metres, so made sure that I made every post a winner in the terms of what I need to do today. And yeah, I'm right on track. I haven't even started my speed work, and things are going good, so I'm really happy.
It was a fantastic day. I felt very well in all 3 disciplines. I could a lot faster than it was the race, and yeah, it was the only first race this year that I have a good feeling. The other one was not so good, and that now, 1 month before the Olympics, I come back with a podium on a World Cup, and I'm very happy with this.